Hello and welcome. The one person that's in the stream so far. Hello. Hello, John. Just let me know if the stream's a bit wonky on your side. Just waiting for a few more people. Maybe at least two. Cool. Just gotta wait now. Probably be able to finish this game today. And after that we'll see how we go. Might play some Jak II. Again, depends on what time I have. Might as well at least get into the game.
Access granted.
Hello, second person. Really? I mean, there isn't a hoverboard in the first game, but second and third ones, yeah, there's definitely hoverboard. It's actually pretty fun to use. Didn't mean to do that, but that's fine. I wonder who this second person is. Nope. Might as well fuck around for a bit. I'm waiting for... Just want at least one more person in the stream before I start.
The citizens of this city worship me because I offer them safety. All I ask is
Kill some fuckwits. Okay. I don't know what happened there. It's weird. one. I'm not gonna lie, completely forgot.
I've got suspicious activity. This is we're moving in. Surrender! Suspect engaged.
Sorry guys, was just waiting for a few more people to join. At least one actually. Just let me know if there's any stuttering in the stream itself.
He disappeared. City.
Yeah. There's not much I can do about the bitrate, to be honest. I'm just basically just a victim of shitty Australian internet. I can literally do nothing about it.
You need special black clearance for this door. Access granted.
Funny thing about this area is sometimes there's no music, but if you reload the save, I'm gonna do now. No, it's not there. If you reload the save, there will be music.
Access granted.
Okay, guess I'm wrong. It's weird. Yeah. So it's a bit inconsistent. Sometimes there'll be music, sometimes there won't be. You guys probably noticed it at the start of the stream, there was music. Then as soon as I left and came back, the music's no longer there. I really don't know what that's about, but... well, if more people join the stream, they join the stream. At this point, I'm just going to keep going. If you guys are up for that, let's go. Love using that tactic. Clears a room very quickly. Oh, got that these guys. Oh, wrong gun. Shit. Why am I not getting it there? Okay, that was an embarrassing start. I can do better this time. Oh, what about that? Go back up and just grab that precursor orb resting in the corner. Which I'm using at the very least. Don't need 30 for that. Small head mode. Nah. I can't even afford hero mode. Yeah. The secrets are pretty good. Hero mode is like, I've heard, insanely difficult, so I might try that another time once I unlock it. That's a bit better. Haven't been hit once so far. Hey Manning, just let me know how if there's some stuttering on your end. Yeah, I'm just convinced the music on this level is glitched. Because there was music before. Okay. Yeah, that's all to be expected. I'm not expecting a perfect stream. There's just no way I'm going to get that with my dog shit internet. But as long as it's bearable, I can probably live with that. Part used to give me nightmares as a kid. Honestly, I'm not sure what part of this game didn't give me nightmares as a kid. Considering this was my first video game, I had next to no skills whatsoever, so I just sucked. I got stuck on the first fucking level, for Christ's sake. I got beaten by a fucking ledge. Hadn't even reached any enemies yet. I was already sucking at the game, so... The racing sections for sure. It's weird because when I did the first race for the first time, yeah, it was difficult. Going back on it, it's really easy, especially if you just use the shortcut and use the boosts as well. The second race is a bit more difficult because Daxter doesn't really handle very well. He's very floaty, and like the slightest adjustment will send you flying off in a different direction. And the third race, the one that's supposed to be the hardest, is actually the easiest out of all of them. So, yeah, it's a bit weird. The difficulty spikes in this game are definitely all over the place. It's not consistent at all. It's a really shitty checkpoint system. I'm glad they fixed it. Jak III didn't help. That sort of added to the reputation this game has as being really absurdly difficult. When really, in reality, it's not. It's just the checkpoints are placed really badly. Otherwise, it's just a decently difficult game. Oh, I 100% agree. But like back then, this was literally the first ever video game I ever played. So... But now that I've expanded and I've played like way more video games, I'm pretty experienced, and now I just breeze through this game. I knew the few deaths that I've had so far doesn't really belie that. I'm usually better at this game. I think it's I've noticed that I'm usually better when I'm not talking, because I can't multitask very well, so I get distracted very easily. I'd fucking wish they would. I mean, I love Last of Us, and I'm definitely getting part 2, but I really hate how they're treating Jak and Daxter. They've just completely forgotten about it. And occasionally releasing HD versions of the game is just... Like, this game, I would say, is actually very poorly optimized for PS4. They've done nothing to it, and yet they're charging $20 for it, when I already have this game on PS2. I don't see why I couldn't just pop in the disc like you do on Xbox One, and you just download the game for free, because you've already got it. Yeah, but at least Spyro is actually remastered. This game there's nothing done to it. I've actually noticed times where there are still texture pop-ins. Like, and I'm not noticing any frame rate or resolution upgrades either, so I don't think they even did that. Matter of fact, I think the HD collection has more done to it than this game on PS4 does. Only other thing too is I've got Jak 1, 2, 3 and X on PS4, but for some reason they never added Lost Frontier. Not that I'm going to shed any tears over that, because that game was a piece of shit, but at the same time I feel like I'd like to have the full collection. I mean, I've already got Lost Frontier on PS2, so it doesn't really matter, but I would like it to play it on my PS4. Still, I'm hoping with the Spyro and the Crash remasters and all this business about remastering old games that Jak and Dax is next in the lineup. They also did Ratchet and Clank 1, so I do hope they eventually go back and do the whole series. Because this is my favorite, one of my favorite video games. Up there with Mass Effect and Halo. If it's fucking Bubsy, I want to stab the cunt who fucking does it.
Special when I first met you, Jak, and I commend you for making it this far.
I mean, that would just be bullshit.
Yeah, I'm getting real teary-eyed.
I love weapons.
Same, honestly. I'm surprised Activision had that much restraint. Although at the same time, they probably didn't know what to do with it. Like, how do you monetize a game that old with like so little content to actually monetize? I mean, these games were pretty simplistic compared to what we have
I
nowadays.
have a new favorite, the piercer bomb I've just completed. My masterpiece is powerful enough to crack open the brick.
I've actually got to search that up, but I'm not sure who publishes Jak and Daxter, or published it. It might have been Sony, actually.
Just take this gun upgrade and forget what you saw here.
Not this time, crew. I'm through being your hired gun.
Then it's war, isn't it? You know I can't be fair.
Now, out of all the 4 boss fights in this game, this is probably the hardest. And that's... I'm just dragging my teeth saying that, because all the boss fights in this game, at least now, I find extremely easy.
Here's some pain.
I guess that's true. Activision will find a way to fucking monetize anything and everything. Nope. Didn't see in there. Shit. Okay. Already fucked up. Hoping to get a no-hit run walk playthrough of this, but of this boss fight at least. Not gonna happen. Well, I'm getting surrounded. Yep. I don't know if you guys are seeing these particle glitches with like all the lines across the screen. That's not supposed to be there. That just shows how poorly optimized this game is for PS4. They have not done anything. They've literally just done a straight port. They've done nothing to touch it up or anything. I mean, which is fine. This game looks fine on its own, but fucking hell. That particle glitch should not be there. That was not in the original game. I've never encountered that in the original game. So that's purely the PS4's fault. And he is literally just phasing through the fucking environment there. Oh shit. Okay, now this is where they get faster. That's fine. what, Manning? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Are you talking about the particle glitch or the monetization? As far as I know, Naughty Dog doesn't monetize their game. And as someone who's been playing this game for God, like since God, I'd say probably the year it came out, I've never once encountered this glitch, and I've probably done like 100 playthroughs of this game. I've never encountered this glitch, so I must be like the luckiest guy on earth. Oh, right, developed it. No, I meant publish. I'm pretty sure Sony published it. Oh, I know Naughty Dog developed it. I'm asking, like, who published it. It's the first time I've died to this boss fight in a while. Again, I blame my lack of concentration. Yeah, I figured. Because this Jak and Daxter back in the day was like one of the PlayStation's premier mascots up there with Crash and all that, so it makes sense that Sony would want their name on it directly as the ones who published it. Again, I'm just annoyed they dumped this series in the dumpster fire. I've given up all hope of a Jak 4. I just want a PS4 remaster and I'll be satisfied. And plus, even if they do a Jak 4, they're not going to get all of the original actors. So, like, I don't see the point. Okay, thanks for confirming that, John and Manning. God damn it. With different characters maybe, but I don't know, wouldn't that defeat the purpose of calling it a Jak and Daxter game if it's just gonna have different main characters? I mean, it'd be like having Ratchet and Clank and it like focuses on fucking Quark. Oh wait, I'm pretty sure they've done that already actually, shit. I can't remember if there was a spin-off that was like based purely on Quark with Ratchet and Clank, so maybe it's possible.
Trying my patience.
I'd play it, just for another chance with this series. It is one of my childhood favourites. Hell, it's still one of my favourites. Yeah, what the fuck? I'm guessing it's because the textures aren't mixing right with the PS4, like PS4's not liking that. Those textures they used. Ah, god damn it. Oh, shit. I'm about to die. Yeah, I'm gonna die again. Damn. Oh.
Let me introduce you to my...
I mean, that could work, yeah. I don't know, maybe I'm just sentimentally attached to the original characters. Characters from Jak II onwards to Jak X are my favourites, so... and when Lost Frontier diverged and basically only brought Jak, Daxter and Kira back, I was pretty annoyed. I mean, that's not the sole reason I think the game's shit. It's got a myriad of other problems, but... yeah. Not happy. I mean, it's not like the series has been dead all that long either. I mean, Lost Frontier I think came out in 2011, 2014. So it has been dead that long. No, I might kill myself. I'm not going to have enough health to continue the boss fight.
Feel. Let me introduce you to my crew.
It doesn't normally take me this long to do this boss fight. The 2 tries, maybe. But usually I get it done in 1. By the way, that audio glitch, that's not the PS4's fault, that happened in the original game. I don't know why, this game has like weird problems with audio, like sometimes audio will drag on longer than what it's scripted. Like during when I was fighting crew directly, you could still hear the little clone sounds that they make. I don't know what's up with that.
Now I have your... Here's some pain.
Yeah, he's finished off now. I can basically just keep stun locking him with my blaster.
And the challenger is down for the count.
I mean, if you think really the Peacemaker is like maybe just a few area of damage.
Did. I've sold you all out.
Matter of fact, if you play Jak II, there is a nuke mod for the Peacemaker, so that's basically the Kane anyway.
Anywhere else? Just about now.
Ashley.
We're out of here.
I have to say, for a PS2 game, this game still holds up graphically. Like, it still looks nice, it doesn't look dated. Yeah, I just think it looks really good.
Find my father.
Especially
I'll
in
take
comparison
the
to
heart
Jak
of
I,
Morticia
which
for you.
definitely shows
I'm
its
sorry
age in
it's
terms
come
of the
to this.
graphics.
Seal off the area.
I mean, white phosphorus might be a tad overboard, but yeah, I mean, if it does the job.
Give up your freedom. I will protect you.
Hey guys, whatever Crew put in that machine, he looked really nervous.
Whatever it is, Crew won't be needing it anymore. He's, shall we say, not altogether these days. Step aside, Jak. Let the game player do his stuff.
You're such an animal.
Oh yeah, I mean, there are a lot of great games that look dated as fuck nowadays. Anyway, I gotta concentrate on this part. This is the controls.
Nice slam! Great shot, Dexter. ones, Daxter.
Should've done that.
You beat the game, Daxter.
Yeah, like I was saying, there's plenty of games that look like shit back then. They're still
If
good.
any real metalheads came to town,
But this game,
I'd
for a
bunk 'em
PS2
just
game,
like I
still
did in
looks
the game.
great.
Daxter?
They'd be all, "Don't hurt me, please," and I'd be all, "Too late, metal monkeys! You die screaming!" Know what I'm saying? Jack, I think these trophies are still working! Metalheads! Metalheads! Where's Sig when you need him?
Sig? I think Crew sent Sig on one last mission. Something about using Mars Ruby Key to open a secret door in the underport.
Of course. Come on, Dax. We need to get to the underport right now.
I'll take the time map to Kira.
Be careful, Angel Cheeks, and your hero will return shortly.
The shield wall is down! I repeat, the shield wall is down! Sabotage! Core did it! I knew metalheads would be the enemy! Oh no! Metalheads are at the door! They're breaking through! Too many of them! Jack!
Yeah, definitely. The games that are more cartoonish definitely age way better. And it's definitely got a lot to do with the fact that games that are trying to aim to be realistic are going to age a whole lot worse than games that aren't trying at all. I love how when the city is under attack, the Crimson Guard cruisers just keep flying on past and don't do anything. Not sure why they chose to program their AI to do that. See, this one's just chilling out doing nothing. It's just like, oh yeah, nothing to see here. Yeah. I see this shit all the time. I'm personally not seeing the connection. I mean, it doesn't really. I don't know. I'm not hearing it. Banning. Sorry. Maybe if I listened a bit closer and for a bit longer, I might hear it. Are you talking about the Vermeer battle music, or are you talking about Breeding Grounds? Oh, I'm going to the wrong one. That's the exit. I didn't even chose on the bloody map. Yeah, the Vermeer battle music. The one that's not on the soundtrack. Yeah, I know which one you're talking. It's the same one that there's a slightly different variant of it that plays when you go into Rescue Tally near the start of the game. Is that the one you're talking about? Oh, I completely forgot about the mines. In the alleyway, there's a slightly different variation of the same music that plays there. It's like it starts playing like immediately after you've talked to Fist. These mines are really annoying. Oh, wrong way, shit. I'm stuck. No. Yeah, it's not the exact same music, but they're very similar. They're like variations of the same track. Oh, I'm a dickhead. I've got to do this first. Hello, mysterious third person. Welcome. Near the end of Jak II now. We're practically in the final act of the game. You've got to be careful with these ones. You've got to melee them at just the right moment, because if they grab onto you, they can deal massive damage. And if they do, you're practically fucked. Like he's just done, yeah, I'm fucked now. They just sap you. And now I've got to do it all over again. Classic Jak II checkpoints at work. To play Metroid eventually. Gotcha! Yeah, gotcha! Got them just before they can start their animation. And one of these is probably going to hit me. There's not much I can do about that. Maybe I can squeeze past. Oh, you prick. Gotcha. Come on, I just want to grab that. Bloody hell. Couldn't grab it. The mech controls are very. They're all over the place. I can't remember what my first video game crush was, but it was not. It probably would have been Ashland from this game, actually, considering it was my first game. Come on, move, move! God damn it. My character's stuck on shit. Clipping on geometry items when you're trying to get somewhere really fast is really annoying. I never managed to achieve that, thankfully. In fact, I found it pretty difficult to get the Mako stuck on anything. Flipping the Mako is an achievement, that's for sure. You have to try really hard to flip the Mako, and even then it's like, you've only got a very small chance of succeeding. Still there, John? Just let me know in the chat. You guys are feel free to ask me questions and shit. I don't want it to just be me talking about shit you don't care about. Oh, there's plenty of those. Sure. Oh, shit, that was very close. I think this is it anyway. Oh, that's right, I gotta jump over a massive gap. I don't know, I think the Hammerhead and the Mako were both bad vehicles. BioWare just doesn't know how to make vehicles at all. Fuck that jump up. Yeah, they're really shit at making vehicles. I guess the Nomad was a bit of improvement. But at the same time, it's not even the same people as Montreal, so I guess maybe they got decent fucking vehicle developers into the bloody development team. Because both the Mako and the Hammerhead are terrible vehicles. To be fair, yeah, well, the Halo C, are we talking the Halo CE Warthog? Because nobody's debating that that's a shitty vehicle too. But at the same time, you've got to keep into account that Halo CE was the first FPS to ever implement vehicles in the way that it did. So, it was a new concept. I've really got to stop dying in this fucking section. I should have done this already. It's really not as hard as I'm making it look. Bloody asshole. Didn't even see him coming. As you can see, he's just taken away nearly half of my health with just one attack. That's how devastating they are. They are easily the most annoying enemy in this game. And you only encounter them once. You only ever encounter them in this area. You never encounter them again. Bloody hell. Probably gonna die on this segment actually. Literally cannot afford one more hit from those guys. If you get 2 hits from these guys, you might as well just give up because they are going to kill you instantly after 2 hits. 1 hit will drain your health by half, another hit will drain the rest completely. Hopefully I make it. Yes. Hopefully this should be it. I think this is it actually. Finally. There we go. Don't have to do that again. Matter of fact, I think that's the last time I have to use the mech. Oh yeah, of course. He's being sued by Nintendo, dude.
Hey there, tough guy.
Actually, no, I take that back. He's been sued. Past tense. And Nintendo has now actually not just claimed his console, but have actually taken over ownership of it. So they now they basically are still selling the console, but it's now under their name. They own, and they'll earn all the monies from it.
Promised Clue plenty for him to betray the whole city like this.
Let's get out of here.
Which is basically just typical Nintendo. People like to give Nintendo a free pass for that kind of shit, but they are just as scummy as the rest at times. Yeah, well, I just don't see why he thinks he can continue to get away with that. I mean, now he's just going to get sued by Sony, who are even less forgiving than Nintendo when it comes to copyright.
You hear something? Shooting this is only gonna get it mad. Run! It's gonna be close.
Yeah, I know. What a load of bullshit. It's probably going to be that fucking Flash game version of it.
That's
like Minecraft mixed with Fortnite.
You gotta figure out the blocks.
The dude's a fuckwit, and he thinks he's intelligent too. That's the worst kind of moron. Oh, bloody hell, I have to redo the whole thing. Yeah, the worst kind of moron is one that thinks he's smart. And he really isn't that smart. Like, he's gloating on fucking Twitter about how he ripped people off. And now he's trying it again and thinks it's going to work a second time. After he's just admitted to being a scummy piece of shit. I mean, really. Yeah, he's a useless piece of crap. He made like a few songs that aren't even that good, and he thinks he's suddenly relevant. Oh, look at me, I made millions of dollars off, you know, songs that only faggots would listen to. You know, like...
I think that's the last we'll see of him.
Come on.
You gotta figure out the plot.
Guy's gotta get fucking wake up.
Big, baby. So we can go home. You figure this out. I'll cover the butt. Great. No time to celebrate.
He desperately wants to remain relevant. And those songs aren't even that good, from what I hear, so...
Great. Here comes that bad boy again. Move! Move your butt! He's faded! Faster!
God damn it. Do it all over again.
I can't shoot. It's someone else. You do something with those blocks.
I think Karos will chew this one up. Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking let that get destroyed. Completely fuck that one up.
You hear something? Move your butt! I think think that's the last we'll see of him. You gotta figure out the plan. This is your gig, baby. Solve it so we can go home. You figure this out. I'll cover your butt.
Sig is also probably one of my favorite gaming characters. Just a badass.
Great, no time to celebrate. Go, go, go! He's gaining!
Almost fucked that one up. Come on. Come on. No, damn it. That part's really tricky because it's hard to. My
Hey there,
depth
tough guy.
perception isn't all that great, so.
If I
I
can't
can't
shoot
really
it,
tell
someone
where
else-
that fucking
You do something.
field of electricity is at any given time. Oh, you mean
Something?
oh god, I can't remember his name now either. I know who you're talking about though. He was the main character in Judgment. Starting with B, something starting with B.
Faster! I think that's the last we'll see of him. You gotta figure out the box now.
Baird, that's right, yes. That's the name.
This is your gig, baby. Solve it so we can go home. Great, no time to celebrate. Move your butt! Gotta be close! Go, go, go!
Yes, here we go.
Wait an alligator. Buddy, you don't want to piss me off. Keep moving!
Let's go. We're almost to the elevator.
Looks like we finally lost them, Chili Peppers. Piece of cake, huh? Now you boys are real wastelanders. I say it's time we take this fight to the metalhead leader himself. What a trophy he'll make. We find a way to juice up Mars' old gun, and then boom, baby! We storm the nest, guns blazing. Hell, we'll take them all on together. You and me, side by side. Nothing'll stop us, cause we're... Shit!
So, what's plan B?
I wonder what that metal centipede was doing up there the whole time. Was he just like waiting to make his dramatic entrance?
Getting the artifacts, guys. It's strange. The time map had a bunch of old coordinates in it. Come see me at the stadium.
He was just sitting there like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna go quiet for a few minutes, let him have his speech, and then I'll make my dramatic entrance and cut him off. That will be cool. I love how there's just calm music, like the game's forgotten that there's a fucking war on and shit. Yeah, exactly. He's a nice centipede. I'm going to assume that's a bad thing. So it's not my fault that driving in this game is a bit floaty. Although I like to think I drive pretty decently on usually.
The Rift Rider's finished, but if my father's right and the ring is somewhere in the Metalhead nest, how are we going to get the Rift Rider there to use it?
Look! Bruder just knew friends would need lift if Metalheaders attack.
Bruder, you the man.
Yucca balloons are finest lifters in world, but they is easy target.
Right. You guys get the Rift Rider to the nest.
I
I'll
mean-
stay here and defend your takeoff and getaway.
Once
Yield
again,
does
being your
technically
friend
mean
sucks.
give up.
I wanna
And
go in
give
the
up can
balloon.
technically mean
You keep
stop,
stadium
so
safe,
she's not
and
wrong.
we prep balloon for lift away. Oh no, here they come. Metalhead!
Unless, of course, you're referring to road terminology, which in case, of course, you're correct. Ah, okay, well in that case you're right. Really hard to keep track of these guys while also trying to get as many, not trying to miss all the metal skull gems. You do need these to upgrade.
Up, up, and away!
Oh, well I didn't do
Must be
too bad
nice
there.
floating away while we die down here.
We'll meet near the nest. See you soon, Jack. Be careful.
Yeah, Jack. Be careful.
Jack, the core, construction site.
Yeah. I just missed all those skull gems. Oh well, that's the sacrifice I make. To win the mission.
Moving to next sector. I've got suspicious activity in the sector.
This is a no hover zone.
Surprised you still care about hover zones, but the city's like being fucked. I think the one good thing about this part of the mission game is that if you steal a cruiser, it would normally start an alert, but for some reason the cruisers are scripted to be passive here, no matter what, so if I steal a cruiser, they're still going to remain passive. See, those two cruisers didn't move to intercept me. They usually do. some reason, the AI here is all over the place. Sometimes they'll attack, sometimes they won't. They just completely ignore me now. Oh, Jesus Christ, these things are handed shit. I think my wanted level is at 0 at the moment. I don't think they care about me.
Leaving city safe zone.
Core, what's going on?
I'm sure you know. Deep down in your darkest nightmares. We've met before, remember? Everything's
That was
going
weird.
exactly as
Weird blackout glitch.
Jak! It's the metalhead leader!
Now you see. Without the shield disrupting my powers inside the city, I am my full potential now. So for the last time, give me the Precursor Stone! If the city must die, then we all die! Ah! I will find that stone if I have to crush this city one brick at a time! You are the supreme weapon, Jak. And I made you. Still, any leader worth his salt always has his backup plan. Remember, the first rule in making a bomb is to always make 2.
Now, okay, I'm going in. Man, what a mess of junk in here. All jumbled coils and switches. Should I unhook the blue wire? Wait a minute, are Otzel's colorblind? Let me just break a few more things and see if anything pops loose. Boom! Gotcha! Like candy from a baby.
Nope. Okay.
I think now's the time to act. The metalheads are so focused on attacking the city, they may have left their nest vulnerable. Jak, you've got to get out to the wasteland and breach the nest barrier any way you can. Maybe if you get inside and take out the metalhead leader, the armor will collapse. It's a long shot. That might be our only chance.
Sail out there!
We're off to see the wizard. It's fucking Jak and Daxter game. Give it a break. This whole game's fucking littered with cliches. I mean, if you're gonna label the cliches, what about the one where it's like, oh, guy you thought was an ally turns out to be main villain cliche that we literally just saw happen. Fairly sure Anderson was referring to the Reapers. So I'm not really sure how accurate that comment is.
There isn't much hope. The shield wall's destroyed. It's just a matter of time before the metalheads overwhelm them. You should just go through the rift back to your own time, Jack, and get away from this horrible place.
Yeah, fair enough.
I see your point. Come on, Jack.
This place is worth fighting for.
We'll hold out as long as we can. Farewell.
Precursor stone, gun, nest.
Light her up, Padre!
Eat this.
That ought to wake him up.
Let's go take care of business.
What? You mean go in there? I'm right behind you.
I don't know. I mean, there's probably a few people who've encouraged that. close. Oh shit. No. Okay. Just watching what he's doing. Should have failed that section at all, to be honest. Before I got myself killed. No, you can't. They're invincible. They're not even technically enemy types. I think in the game files they're just level hazards. So you're supposed to go around them. Practically out of ammo for my blaster. I shouldn't have used it. I'm gonna need it for this boss fight.
Join us, and you brought the precursor stone. Good. The boy will now play his final part.
Not this time.
Oh, but this child is such a part of this. Such a part of you. Don't you recognize him? The boy is you, Jak. And this place, this is where you began, in the future.
Ooh, plot twist.
You were hidden in the past on the hope that you would gain the skills to face me
Slow
today.
blown.
But Onin was wrong. Now that you've been altered with Dark Eco, the stone will never open for you. Your younger self, however, still has the pure gift. He alone can awaken the stone and the precursor entity which
I can sort of see the resemblance.
This stone is a precursor?
The last
Yeah, that's probably what it's
precursor.
inspired from.
Ma was clever. He covered his tracks well through time, hiding his last egg from me and building the shield and city to defend it. It has been a long siege, but today I will finally feed on the last precursor life force.
I think you're forgetting one little thing, Metalomaniac. We've got the precursor stone.
Not for long.
Damn. I was gonna die anyway, I might as well. Died there. Okay, that was a weird graphical glitch. What the fuck? Okay, it's definitely not supposed to be doing that, and there's a whole lot of graphical glitching going on up there. You guys seeing this shit? What is with that graphical glitch? This game is fucking shittily optimized. It looks like a bit of a Thanix cannon.
Oh man, a precursor.
It is finished. Our ancient enemy is no more. Take hope, brave one. The terrible darkness inside you is now balanced by a glorious light. We will meet again.
We haven't much time. I've sent the coordinates back to our village. Let's go home, everyone.
But we are home.
Kira, I'm afraid your Rift Rider must be used to send young Jak here to a place where he will grow up safe from harm. He must become old enough to complete the destiny he has fulfilled today. Wait a minute. It's you. I mean, it's me. I have to take him back and watch.
Yeah, I
over
know,
him, don't
Manning.
I?
It does sound
Talk
similar.
about being in the wrong time at the right place.
Hey kid.
Also, John, what do you mean by Shockmaster?
And trust me on this. Stay away from any wumpiness on your 9th birthday, okay?
I sure hope I built this replica right. I don't know if it...
It's perfect, Kira. This is the very machine we found, or will find later.
What? I just built this. After seeing the first one, I mean. It's based on what I remember from the...
Honey, the more you think about it, the more it hurts the head.
I'll take good care of the child. And don't worry. I'll be back in time for the celebration. Farewell.
Very deep voice.
It's funny. The boy won't remember any of this.
No. I do remember the light.
I'm gonna search it up right now. See who that was.
Your transport is ready, milady.
Thank you, Captain Bruder. Come on. We'll be late for the party at Daxter's new place.
I've got so much work to do. Besides, it's not my thing.
10 hut! As the new governor of this city, I ordered the commander of the New Crimson Guard to escort me to an official function. Tonight, we get to celebrate with our new friends.
Find it on
Besides,
IMDb,
tough
actually.
guy, I'm dying to see you dance.
Not likely.
Welcome to the Naughty-Otso, the hippest, happiest joint in town. Check out the new decor.
Ooh, wow.
Are you fucking serious?
Trophy.
As if
I thought it sounded familiar.
I bagged that bad boy
Oh
myself,
god, he's from fucking
Omen
Spawn of all
says he
things.
doesn't know who has a bigger head, him or you.
We must not forget Vin and all the others who sacrificed their lives to defeat this evil and protect the child.
I still can't believe that little boy was me. Better times, huh?
You miss him, huh?
What the fuck? I had no idea that
Be a
Baron
handsome
Praxis
hero.
was voiced by Clancy
That's
Brown.
enough for you, lady. I'm cutting you off.
Trust me, she gets real mean
I had
when
no
she's like
shit.
this.
I didn't know that.
What'd she say?
Something about rubber tubing in certain parts of your mother. You don't want to know.
Ah! A metalhead!
Sig!
Sig! I knew that.
You're okay.
You cherries didn't think some nasty breath, giant-sized lizard was gonna keep me from the
Yeah,
biggest
Michael
party in
Gollum,
town,
isn't
did
it?
you?
I knew you were too tough for him, big guy.
You saved
Might be
the
it.
city and more, my boy. Metalcore and his menace are history, and somewhere out there,
Ratchet and Clank
You know,
1.
my mama used to read bedtime stories about Ma when she tucked me in. Give me a nice glass of warm yak cow milk.
Oh, Woody the Woodpecker, seriously?
Bedtime
Spyro?
stories, warm milk. Poopsie bear, buddy, you just
I can't
blew
find
your
any
image.
reference to it.
I've got a feeling we'll meet Mars someday. He may be closer than you think.
Ah, thanks,
You're
John.
the designated driver.
Oh no, I am done with adventure. Besides, you'll tell us before something happens next time, right, Samos? Right, Samos? Never know what the future may hold.
Wait, you know something, don't you, Feather Breath?
Who, me? No, we're just guessing, right, Samos? Hey, tomorrow, only time will tell.
No, you're gonna tell right now.
Why, you little
That's
my bee. That's on my bee.
Watch your
Don't
back.
touch it.
Jak, my boy, a future awaits.
Oh, I can go to the Oracle. I mean, it doesn't really matter now. I've completed the game, but... now that I've completed Jak 2, do you guys want me to go on to Jak 3 or what? Just let me know in the chat. Because I'm up for playing Jak 3. Cool. Ah, okay. That's fine. See how we go. I won't even bother with this new power, actually. There's no point, I've finished the game. What secrets do I have? I've got 27, so it's still enough. Okay then. If the stream cuts out, it's probably because I'm switching between games. I don't know if this will end it if I go to the PS4 main menu, so... If it does cut out, that's the reason. And yeah. So I'll see you in a minute.